Hey, wonderful souls, welcome to Mind-Blowing Motive. Today, let's talk about something that has the power to completely change your life. Invest in yourself. You see, we often spend our time, money, and energy on things that give us temporary happiness, new clothes, gadgets, or entertainment. But when was the last time you truly invested in you, in your growth, your mind, your health, or your dreams? The truth is, you are your biggest asset. The more you grow, the more your life grows. When you invest in learning, self-care, and personal development, you're not just improving your today, you're shaping a powerful tomorrow. Think about it. People spend years working for money, but very few spend time learning how to make their mind, skills, and attitude strong enough to attract success. Every great leader, every successful person you admire, once made a bold choice to invest in themselves. They took time to learn, to fail, to get up again, and to improve. That's what makes them unstoppable. So today, let's uncover 10 powerful ways to invest in yourself, not with just money, but with discipline, self-love, and consistency. Because the best investment you'll ever make is the one that turns you into the best version of yourself. Now, let's begin this life-changing journey together. Point 1. Learn something new every day. One of the most powerful ways to invest in yourself is to make learning a daily habit. Life is constantly changing, and the world around us is evolving faster than ever. New technologies, new ideas, new opportunities, everything keeps moving forward, and the only way to keep up is to keep learning. When you commit to learning something new every single day, you're not just gaining knowledge, you're expanding your mindset, sharpening your skills, and opening new doors for your future. Think about it. How often do you scroll through social media, wasting hours on things that don't add any real value to your life? What if you took just 30 minutes from that time and used it to read a book, watch an educational video, or listen to a motivational podcast? Imagine how much knowledge you'd gather in 1 year. Those small daily efforts can completely transform your thinking, your confidence, and even your career. Learning doesn't always mean going back to school or spending a lot of money. It can be as simple as exploring a new topic that excites you, improving your communication skills, or learning how to manage your time better. You can read articles, join free online courses, or talk to people who inspire you. Every time you learn something new, you add another tool to your personal toolbox, something that will help you handle life better. And here's the magic part. When you keep learning, you also keep growing emotionally and mentally. You begin to see the world differently. You become more confident when facing challenges because you know you can always learn what you don't yet know. That's real power. Knowledge gives you choices. It gives you freedom. It builds your self-worth. Some people stop learning after school, and that's where they start losing their edge. The world doesn't stop evolving, so neither should you. Make it a rule to learn at least one new thing every single day. It could be a new word, a life skill, a piece of advice from a book, or even a personal realization about yourself. The key is consistency. You never know when that one piece of knowledge will help you in the future, maybe in your career, your business, or even in your relationships. So instead of waiting for the world to teach you through pain and failure, start teaching yourself through curiosity and effort. Every day you learn, you grow stronger. Every day you grow, you move closer to your dreams. So never underestimate the power of daily learning, because that's the foundation of lifelong success. Point 2. Take care of your mind and body. When we talk about investing in ourselves, we often think about money, success, or skills. But the truth is, none of these matter if your mind and body aren't in good shape. Your health is the foundation of everything you do. If your body is weak or your mind is stressed, you can't perform at your best. That's why one of the most powerful investments you can ever make is taking care of your physical and mental health. Let's start with your body. It's your vehicle in this journey called life. You can't reach your destination if the vehicle keeps breaking down. Eating nutritious food, staying active, getting enough sleep, and drinking plenty of water may sound simple, but they're life-changing habits. You don't need to become a gym expert or follow a strict diet. Just take small steps every day. Go for a walk, stretch for 10 minutes, or choose real food over junk. Every healthy choice adds up. When your body feels strong, your energy rises, your focus sharpens, and your confidence grows. Now let's talk about your mind, the most powerful tool you have. Your mind shapes your reality. If it's filled with negativity, fear, and doubt, it will drain your motivation. But when it's filled with peace, gratitude, and positive thoughts, you'll feel unstoppable. That's why you must feed your mind the right things, just like your body. Be careful what you watch, read, and listen to. Spend more time with people who lift you up instead of dragging you down. Read books that inspire you, and watch content that teaches you something meaningful. Also, don't ignore your mental rest. In this fast world, people keep running without taking a break. But your mind needs quiet moments to heal and recharge. Practice mindfulness, meditate for a few minutes, or simply sit in silence without your phone. It may sound small, but it can make a huge difference. A calm mind can think clearly and make better decisions. Sometimes, investing in your mental health also means saying no to toxic people, unnecessary drama, or overworking yourself. You are not a robot. You're a human being who deserves peace. Learn to set boundaries. Take time for yourself without feeling guilty. Go out in nature, listen to music, or do something creative that makes you happy. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. To take care of others, to succeed, or to build your dreams, you first need to take care of you. When your mind is strong and your body is healthy, everything else becomes easier. You start making smarter decisions, handling challenges better, and living with more joy. So make your health your top priority. Treat your body with love and your mind with respect. Because when both work together in harmony, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Point 3. Build self-discipline and consistency. If you want to change your life and truly invest in yourself, there's one skill that stands above everything else: self-discipline. Talent, luck, and motivation are all great. But without discipline, they fade quickly. Self-discipline is what keeps you going when motivation disappears. It's what separates those who dream from those who actually achieve. Think about it. Everyone wants success, but very few are willing to do what success demands. You can have big goals, amazing plans, and a strong desire, but if you don't stay consistent, none of it will matter. Success doesn't come overnight. It's built through daily actions, even on the days you don't feel like trying. That's where discipline becomes your best friend. Self-discipline isn't about being hard on yourself. It's about learning to do what's necessary, even when it's uncomfortable. It means waking up early to study, exercising when you'd rather rest, or staying focused when distractions call your name. The more you practice discipline, the stronger your willpower becomes. And when you control your mind, you control your future. Consistency is the next piece of the puzzle. Doing something great once is easy. Doing it every day is what creates transformation. Imagine planting a seed you can't water at once and expect a tree to grow. You have to nurture it regularly. The same goes for your habits, your learning, and your dreams. Small efforts, repeated every day, create massive results over time. Many people give up too soon because they don't see instant results. But real success doesn't work like fast food. It's slow-cooked. It takes patience, persistence, and faith. When you stay consistent, progress may be invisible at first, but it's happening quietly beneath the surface. One day, everything will suddenly make sense, and you'll realize how far you've come. So, how can you build discipline and consistency in your daily life? Start small. Pick one habit like reading 10 pages a day, waking up 15 minutes earlier, or journaling at night. Do it every day, no matter what. Don't focus on perfection. Focus on showing up. Over time, that small action will become a part of who you are. Also, remove distractions that slow you down. If your phone keeps tempting you, put it away during your focused hours. Create an environment that supports your growth, not one that pulls you backward. Surround yourself with disciplined people, because discipline is contagious. Remember, every time you stay consistent, you're proving to yourself that you can be trusted, that your words and actions match. That's how self-confidence is built, not by talking big, but by doing small things repeatedly. So, invest in your discipline. Be consistent even when it's hard. Because while motivation makes you start, discipline makes you unstoppable. And when you master that, you can conquer anything life throws your way. Point 4. Surround yourself with positive and growth-minded people. One of the smartest investments you can ever make in yourself is choosing the right people to be around. The company you keep shapes the person you become. If you surround yourself with negativity, gossip, and laziness, that energy will slowly drag you down. But if you surround yourself with dreamers, doers, and believers, your energy will rise. You'll begin to think bigger, act smarter, and move forward with more confidence. Have you ever noticed how your mood changes depending on who you're with? Some people drain your energy, others inspire you to do better. That's the power of influence. Your environment either supports your growth or limits it. That's why you must be intentional about who you spend your time with. Your friends, coworkers, and even the online content you consume all influence your mindset. When you surround yourself with positive, growth-minded people, something magical happens. You start believing in yourself more. You feel motivated to try harder. You see life from a more hopeful perspective. Positive people won't let you settle for less. They'll challenge you to become your best version. They'll encourage you when you fall and celebrate when you rise. That's the kind of energy that builds greatness. But let's be honest, sometimes you may have to distance yourself from people who constantly bring you down. It doesn't mean you hate them. It just means you value your peace and progress more. Protecting your energy is not selfish, it's smart. When you're surrounded by negativity, your dreams shrink. When you're surrounded by growth, your dreams expand. So choose wisely. You can also build your circle by joining communities that inspire growth, like book clubs, seminars, online learning groups, or volunteer activities. Be around people who talk about ideas, not about others. People who believe in improvement, not in excuses. The more you interact with such minds, the more your own thinking evolves. And if you don't yet have positive people around you, become one yourself. Be the light in your environment. Share encouragement, show kindness, and stay hopeful. Positivity attracts positivity. When you focus on your growth, you'll naturally start drawing people who align with that energy. Remember this: your environment is like soil, and you are the seed. Even the strongest seed won't grow in toxic soil. But when it's planted in a healthy, nurturing environment, it blooms beautifully. The same goes for your life. Surround yourself with people who water your potential, not those who pull your roots. So, invest time in building your circle. Choose people who lift you higher, challenge you kindly, and push you toward your dreams. Because when your surroundings are filled with positive energy, you'll notice that everything, your thoughts, actions, and results, start changing for the better. At the end of the day, growth is not a solo journey. It's a shared experience. So walk with those who walk with purpose, and together you'll rise higher than you ever imagined. Point 5. Manage your time wisely. Time is the most valuable currency you'll ever have. You can lose money and earn it back. But once time is gone, it's gone forever. That's why learning to manage your time wisely is one of the greatest ways to invest in yourself. Every successful person, from entrepreneurs to athletes to artists, understands this truth. How you use your time decides the quality of your life. Think about it. Each of us gets the same 24 hours in a day. Yet some people use those hours to build dreams, while others waste them on distractions. The difference isn't luck. It's choice. It's how you choose to spend each hour. Are you spending your time creating your future? Or are you letting it slip away on things that don't matter? Start by understanding that your time is your life. Every minute you give to something is a piece of your life you'll never get back. So spend it wisely. Begin your day with a plan. Write down what truly matters to you, your priorities, your goals, your self-care time. Then, schedule your day around those things. When you plan ahead, you stay in control instead of letting the day control you. One simple trick is to follow the 80-20th rule. It means 80% of your results come from 20% of your actions. Focus on those key activities that bring real progress, like learning, working on your goals, or improving your health. Cut down the time you spend on endless scrolling, gossip, or overthinking. Remember, being busy doesn't always mean being productive. Also, don't forget to give time to yourself. Time management isn't just about working non-stop. It's about balance. You need rest, reflection, and fun, too. When your schedule includes time for growth and time for recovery, your energy stays high and your mind stays sharp. Another important part of time management is learning to say no. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your goals, you're saying no to something that does. Protect your time like treasure, because it truly is. Don't let others control your hours or drain your focus. Procrastination is another enemy you must conquer. Waiting for the perfect time is just another way of wasting time. The perfect time is now. Even small steps count. Once you take action, momentum builds. And soon, you'll notice how much you can accomplish when you stop delaying. And here's a truth many people miss. Managing your time well builds self-respect. When you use your time wisely, you start trusting yourself more. You stop feeling guilty or lazy because you know you're doing something meaningful each day. That inner confidence changes everything: your mood, your habits, your success. So make time your best friend, not your enemy. Track where it goes. Plan it. Protect it. Because the way you spend your hours becomes the story of your life. Don't waste it living someone else's schedule or chasing distractions. Use every day as a chance to grow, to learn, and to get closer to your dreams. Remember, time is not just passing, it's your life moving forward. Invest it wisely, and it will reward you more than anything else ever can. Point 6. Develop emotional intelligence. If you truly want to invest in yourself, one of the smartest things you can do is develop emotional intelligence. Many people spend years learning how to speak, read, or work efficiently, but they forget to learn how to understand and manage their emotions. Yet, emotional intelligence is what shapes your relationships, your success, your peace, and even your happiness. It's the quiet strength that helps you stay calm in chaos, kind in conflict, and wise in decision-making. Emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness. It's about understanding how you feel and why you feel that way. When you know your emotions, you control them. They don't control you. For example, when someone criticizes you, instead of reacting with anger, take a pause and ask yourself, why does this bother me? Is it about them or something within me? That little pause can save relationships, jobs, and your inner peace. Next comes self-control. We all face moments when emotions run high: stress, anger, jealousy, or sadness. But emotional strength means not letting those emotions dictate your actions. It's not about hiding how you feel. It's about responding thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. When you practice this skill, people start respecting you more, and you start respecting yourself. Another part of emotional intelligence is empathy, the ability to understand others' feelings. When you listen with empathy, you connect deeply with people. You stop judging and start understanding. You realize everyone is fighting their own unseen battles. That small shift in mindset builds compassion and makes you a better friend, partner, leader, and human being. Then comes social awareness, knowing how to behave and communicate in different situations. It's about reading the room, sensing energy, and responding appropriately. People with high emotional intelligence know when to speak and when to stay silent. They know when someone needs advice and when someone simply needs to be heard. This ability can make you a powerful communicator and a trusted presence in any group. Developing emotional intelligence also helps you handle failure and criticism. Instead of taking everything personally, you learn to see feedback as a lesson. You stop comparing yourself to others and start focusing on your own growth. That's emotional maturity, the strength to stay centered when the world feels unstable. So how can you build it? Start by journaling your emotions daily. Write how you feel, what triggered it, and how you responded. Over time, you'll start seeing patterns and understanding yourself better. Practice mindfulness or meditation to become more aware of your thoughts before they turn into actions. Learn to take deep breaths before reacting. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. Emotional intelligence grows when you treat yourself with patience and forgiveness. Remember, your emotions are not your enemies. They are your teachers. Each feeling has a message. Anger shows you your boundaries. Sadness shows your needs, and joy shows your alignment. Listen to them, but don't let them drive your car. You are the driver. Your emotions are the passengers. Investing in your emotional intelligence will improve every part of your life. You'll build stronger relationships, make wiser choices, and carry a calm confidence that no storm can shake. So take time to grow emotionally, because when your heart and mind work together, you become unstoppable. Point 7. Set clear goals and create a vision for your life. One of the most empowering ways to invest in yourself is by setting clear goals and creating a strong vision for your life. Without a direction, even the hardest work can lead you nowhere. Imagine sailing a ship without a map. You'll move a lot, but you won't necessarily reach your destination. The same goes for life. If you don't know where you're going, you'll waste your time, energy, and potential wandering in circles. Having a clear vision gives your life meaning and focus. It helps you wake up each morning with purpose. You stop just surviving and start truly living. Your goals give you something to look forward to, a reason to keep improving and pushing forward, even when things get tough. Start by asking yourself, what kind of life do I really want to live? Not what others expect, not what society tells you, but what you truly want. Picture your dream life in detail. How do you feel? What kind of work do you do? Who surrounds you? Once you can clearly see that image, write it down. That's your vision, the destination your soul is aiming for. Next, break that vision into smaller, achievable goals. Big dreams can feel overwhelming if you don't divide them into steps. Let's say your dream is to become financially independent. Your smaller goals might be saving a certain amount each month, learning about investing, or building a new skill that increases your income. Every small goal you achieve brings you closer to your larger vision. Another key part of goal setting is clarity and timeline. A goal without a clear plan is just a wish. Write down your goals in specific terms. I will read one new book every month, or I will exercise 4 times a week. Be precise. Then, track your progress. Seeing your growth, even in small steps, gives you motivation and proof that you're moving in the right direction. Don't forget your goals should align with your values and happiness, not just with external success. You can achieve everything in the world and still feel empty if your goals aren't connected to your heart. So always ask, is this goal helping me become who I truly want to be? But remember, life doesn't always go as planned. Sometimes your goals will shift, and that's okay. Growth means change. Adjust your vision as you evolve. The point isn't to have a perfect plan. It's to keep moving forward with purpose. Visualization is another powerful tool. Spend a few minutes each day imagining your goals as already achieved. Feel the emotions, pride, gratitude, and peace. Your brain starts believing it's possible, and that belief fuels your actions. The more you visualize, the more focused you become. And when challenges come, because they will, your vision will be your anchor. It will remind you why you started and keep you from giving up. People without goals get distracted easily, but people with a vision stay grounded no matter what happens. So take time to dream, to plan, and to act. Your goals are the roadmap, and your vision is the destination. When you know where you're heading, every day becomes meaningful. Remember, the best investment isn't just working hard, it's working smart with direction. Create your vision, believe in it, and chase it relentlessly. Because a life without goals is like a journey without purpose, and you deserve to live a life full of meaning, clarity, and unstoppable progress. Point 8. Step out of your comfort zone. If you really want to grow and invest in yourself, you have to learn how to step out of your comfort zone. That's where true growth begins. Comfort zones feel safe. They're familiar, easy, and cozy. But the truth is, nothing new ever grows there. Every great achievement, every success story, every life-changing transformation happens outside that circle of comfort. Most people never reach their full potential because they fear discomfort. They fear failure, rejection, or the unknown. But what they don't realize is that those uncomfortable moments are exactly what make you stronger. Every time you face fear, you stretch your limits. You build courage. You teach yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. Think about a muscle. It only grows when it's challenged, when it feels some resistance. Your mind and spirit work the same way. If you only do what feels easy, you'll stay where you are. But the moment you do what scares you a little, speak up in a meeting, try a new skill, travel alone, or start that side hustle, you begin to expand your world. Stepping out of your comfort zone doesn't mean you have to do something extreme. It means pushing yourself just a little beyond your usual limits every day. Growth happens in those small steps, the times you choose courage over comfort, effort over excuses. Remember, your comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever changes there. You may feel safe, but you'll also feel stuck. On the other hand, stepping into the unknown may feel scary at first, but that's where excitement, creativity, and new opportunities live. Every time you say, "I can't," you're drawing a wall around yourself. But when you say, "I'll try," you start breaking that wall down. Many people wait until they feel ready before they take a step. But the secret is, you'll never truly feel ready. Confidence comes after taking the step, not before it. The more you face your fears, the smaller they become. That's how bravery is built, by doing, not by waiting. And yes, sometimes you'll fail, but failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every mistake teaches you something that comfort never will. You'll learn resilience, patience, and problem-solving. Those are priceless lessons that comfort can't offer. So, how can you start today? Do one thing that scares you, just one. Speak your mind. Learn a skill you've been avoiding, or approach someone you admire and challenge yourself to do something new every week, even small things like taking a different route, trying a new recipe, or starting a morning routine. These tiny acts train your brain to handle uncertainty with confidence. Soon, you'll realize that your comfort zone wasn't protecting you, it was limiting you. Once you step out, you'll see how much life was waiting for you just beyond your fears. You'll feel alive, capable, and free. So don't let fear hold you back. Growth begins the moment comfort ends. Step into the unknown, trust yourself, and remember, every successful person you admire was once scared too. They just decided to walk through that fear anyway. And that's the difference between staying ordinary and becoming extraordinary. Point 9. Invest in your skills and knowledge. Another powerful way to invest in yourself is by constantly upgrading your skills and knowledge. The world is changing fast. What worked yesterday may not work today. New technologies, new industries, and new opportunities are emerging every day. If you want to stay ahead, grow, and create the life you dream of, you must keep learning, practicing, and improving your skills. Think about it this way: your skills are your personal currency. The more valuable your skills, the more opportunities come your way. Companies, clients, and people are always willing to pay for talent, creativity, and expertise. And the best part? Unlike money spent on luxury items or temporary pleasures, investing in your skills always pays long-term dividends. Start by identifying the areas where you want to grow. Do you want to communicate better? Learn a new language? Improve your leadership abilities? Master a technical skill? Or maybe develop creative talents like writing, art, or music? Whatever it is, dedicate time to learn and practice consistently. Skills don't grow overnight. They require patience, effort, and persistence. But every hour you invest compounds over time, making you stronger and more capable. Books, online courses, podcasts, seminars, and mentors are all great ways to acquire knowledge. But remember, knowledge alone isn't enough. You must apply what you learn. Practicing your skills in real-life situations is what transforms knowledge into mastery. For example, reading about public speaking is useful, but speaking in front of people regularly builds confidence and competence. Also, don't fear learning outside your current field. Sometimes, the most unexpected knowledge creates the biggest breakthroughs. A designer might benefit from studying psychology. A business owner might learn from history, or a teacher might learn from technology. Every new skill broadens your perspective and gives you an edge in ways you may never anticipate. Investing in skills also builds self-confidence. When you know you have something valuable to offer, you stop doubting yourself. You stop waiting for others' approval. You start taking initiative. Confidence attracts opportunities, people, and success. It creates a ripple effect that touches every part of your life.